Hello everybody, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be making from America. We're going to be doing barbecue meaty ribs, which we're going to be doing in our oven. So we're going to show you our ingredients, what we're going to be using for today. Right, so our first ingredient is our meaty ribs. We've already washed them with vinegar, and as you can see, they're nice and chunky bits of meat. Not a lot of bone is in this one. Right, we've got our ketchup. We've got some apple cider vinegar. Got some water. We've got some Worcestershire sauce. We've got some molasses. Got olive oil. We've got some brown sugar. We've got apple juice. Right, we've got our mustard powder, salt, our garlic powder and black pepper. And in this one, which is going to be for our dry rub, we've got paprika, garlic powder, salt, oregano, onion powder, cayenne pepper, black pepper, and thyme. So that's all our ingredients, what we're going to be using for today. Might seem like a lot, but it's all part of the rub and everything. Right, so we've got our ribs. As you can see, they're nice and meaty and chunky. These are meaty ribs. They've only got like a little amount of bone in them. And then we've got our baking plate or tray or whatever you want to use, as long as it's got a bit of sides to it. And you want your oven, or if you've got a fan one, it's on 160, and gas will be about a gas mark 3. So into this now, we're going to combine all our rubs, which is our cayenne, our garlic powder, salt, black pepper, thyme, oregano, onion salt and cayenne pepper. So we're going to just sprinkle that around a bit. So we're just combining this. This is going to be our dry rub. And then just going to I usually use my hands to do this, but we've got to do some more into this process, so I don't want them getting all covered in seasoning. So that's all our dry rubs gone over our ribs. Right, so we've got all that combined, and then you want your apple juice. So we've got our apple juice, and into the bottom of our baking tray you're going to pour your apple juice. And then got your apple juice in there, you're going to put your ribs in there. Right, so that's all our ribs in there, in apple juice. Also, you can use apple cider. If you want to use the apple cider, you can use that, which is the alcoholic one, but I'm just using the apple juice. And then what you're going to do now, we're going to cover this, and it's going to go in the oven for about an hour and a half, or till when the meat is tender. So we'll see you back. You're going to be covering this with foil also. Right, so we've got our meat in the oven. So meanwhile that's doing, it's been in the oven for about an hour 15 minutes now. So you want to start the next stage, which is the sauce stage. So we've got our pan. I'm going to put this on a low medium heat. And into that you want to add your apple cider. And your brown sugar. And we're just going to stir that out for the sometimes your brown sugar might have some little stones or something in it, so just watch out for those. And we're going to add our water into that. Now this stage is going to take a while because you want it to boil down to a thick sauce. You're going to add the rest of your ingredients in, which is the Worcestershire sauce. Going to put in our tomato ketchup. Our molasses. Then we're going to add the rest of our dry ones, which is salt, mustard powder, garlic powder and black pepper. I'm just going to stir this in. So if you see any like little lumps, just make sure that they're burst. They will dissolve out eventually, but you can just push them against the side if you want to do it a bit quicker. You can see that's coming to a nice sauce. So we'll just leave that to go on and then we'll get back to you. Right, so our ribs have been in the oven for about an hour and a half now, so we're going to take them out. You can zoom in the camera a bit more. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these out and put them into the bowl. And then this is our sauce what we're making. So some of these juices from here we're going to put into your sauce. So you're not using all of it. As you can see, it's starting to thick up quite nicely now. So you're just going to leave that. Right, so we've got our sauce reducing down. So what you want to do, you're going to turn up your oven to 180. If you're using gas, that's gas mark 4. So you're going to put your ribs into another tray. You're going to put your ribs back into there on a greaseproof paper. Meanwhile, you're just keeping an eye on this. So into a bowl, you've got your olive oil, and you're just going to brush over these over. And remember to turn up your oven. That's your olive oil. You're going to put these back in the oven for about 15 minutes until they get a bit crispy, or they look a bit crispy. So that's back into the oven, and then meanwhile you're just going to keep an eye on your sauce. You just keep stirring it. Like I said, this is going to take about 45 minutes to do this sauce. So it's on a medium to high heat. So if you haven't remembered to like, please like, share and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you want to leave a comment, please leave one in the comment section. We do get back to you on them. If you want to ask us any questions or anything like that, you feel free to do so. We will answer them. And like how the channel's grown a bit now, it might take us a bit longer to answer them because we're getting a few comments now, so we answer them as we go along. Right, when this is reduced down now, we'll get back to you. Right everybody, as you can see now, our sauce is starting to thicken up now. So you can see when you pour it off, it coats the spoon, so that's what you want to do. Just going to move the camera back a bit. I'm just going to check on our ribs. So you can see those are our ribs. So our sauce is where we want it right now. Just keep an eye on this, just keep stirring it. Just going to turn over our ribs. I'm going to put these back in for a few minutes just to get the other side brown off. Move the camera back a bit. We're going to put these back in for another 5 minutes just to get the other side brown off a bit. So as you can see, the sauce is almost coming away from the side, so that's what you want. So now we're going to turn that off. And then we're going to just let our ribs brown up a bit, and then we'll be back to you. Right, so we're going to take out our meat in about 5 minutes. We're going to get our sauce. You can see it's thickening up more. Just give it a little stir. And we're just going to brush our meat with it. So you're just going to do the one side first, and then you're going to put it back in for 10 minutes. So you can see the sauce is really thickening up now. So that's why it's on for 45 minutes. So you can see there how it looks already. So you're going to put this in for 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes you're going to flip them over, brush them again and put them in for another 10 minutes. So our oven's still on 180. Right, so we're going to take out our meat again. As you can see, they're coming on really nice. So we're going to flip these over now. See, they're really looking nice. Then we're going to coat them again. So as you can see, that's looking really nice. And this is going to go back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Then we'll show you what it looks like after that. You can see it's really looking really nice. Right, so we're going to have a look at them again now. You can see they're looking really nice. Going to just turn them over again. And this is going to be the last time. I'm going to put another coating on them. And this is going to be the last time. I'm just going to put another coat. I'm going to leave it, put it back in for another 10 minutes. And then that's it. Right, so we're going to put these back in. Right, so our ribs have been in for another 10 minutes. We're going to take them out. As you can see, it's moving in the camera, so you can see. They're nicely coated. So what we're going to do, we're going to share out a plate, and then we're going to show you what they look like on a plate, and we'll get back to you in a minute. Right everybody, this is how it looks on the plate, all plated up. Look, done it with some hash browns and some onion rings. Just going to cut a piece to show you how soft it is. You can see it's nice and soft. So that's our American oven barbecue meaty ribs. So I hope you like this one. Please remember to share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember to click on the notification bell so you can see when our next one is coming. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.